Hey guys, Nemesis E here, bringing in the super flat water world, and well, today, pretty much last little bastion of slabs as I gotta place. So yeah, we're gonna work on that a little bit, and well, tell you stories like normal. So, well, Halloween night was pretty interesting, pretty exciting-ish. About as exciting as it can be. So, first off, had one guy with his three friends. They're playing darts. So, I'm sitting there talking to the other guard. He notices it right away. I didn't notice it, until he kind of said something like, because I thought he was, posturing towards his friends. I'm like, why does he want to fight his friends? And so he's sitting there, he's talking, and like, oh, I haven't seen him, I'm gonna mess him up, blah blah blah. It's like, okay, so we're thinking it's like 2 tables over from him, and it's like we pay attention a little bit more, and it's like a table across the room from him. It's like, I'm guessing ex-girlfriend or something. I don't know what it was, or ex-boyfriend, or current girlfriend's ex-boyfriend, or something along that line. It's like, whatever. So I'm pretty much within like almost arm's length of him, and like I take like 6 big steps, and I'm at him. Stop that! Scared me. And so, sitting there, watching, waiting. He's just, me and the other guard are, and then, pretty much we'll stop him. I'm, like I said, a few feet away from him. The other guard is, a little further away from him, but he's in between the table and him, so if he decided to run for it, he was going to get caught up either way. But pretty much nothing happens of it, because the guy, I guess, that he wanted to fight didn't even recognize it, didn't even know he was there, or wasn't even him, didn't even, some kind of thing. But nothing happens. So we're a little irritated about that. And like, really, like, right after we got done with that, 4 drunk people show up. And so it's like, alright, I'm at the thing. They're waiting to they want to get wristbands. Basically a guy and a girl, they walk off the side. It's like, okay, they're not getting wristbands or whatever. But dude and his buddy were talking about like getting a couple bottles of beer, chugging them, whatever. So they're at the counter getting wristbands, and one of them just walks off without even getting a wristband, showing ID. It's like, and he walks all the way across the room. It's like, that's kind of weird. So it's like, I wonder what's up there. It's like, or you can tell he's drunk. So he says, the other guy goes, gets his beer, starts talking to his buddies, his other 2 friends, and because we were pretty much just like, yeah, if the other guy wants to drink, he's gonna come up with a wristband. Like, oh, I guess he doesn't want to drink. And so they decide to get a table. And as soon as they get the table, guy sets the beer on the table, and his buddy turns his back to us, grabs a beer, starts chugging. And I immediately walk up and go, hey, you got ID? He's like, no. I'm like, cool. You get to leave. So I grab the beer, I throw it away instantly. His buddy's like, but that's my beer. I'm like, don't matter. You let your friend drink out of it. It's like, but he stole it. He stole it right in front of you. Okay, whatever. A likely story. You set it down. He took it right out, pretty much out of your hand. It was no, he stole it. You could have snatched it up out of his hand in the first place too, but you didn't. So I throw it away. He's already cursing. He's carrying on. It's like, well, he's like, oh, he said something about like, I forget what he said. It was something. It set me off. And so I'm like, whatever. you know, you might as well just, he's, well, what about food? I'm like, yeah, you can get that to go, because you're leaving. And so the manager is at the bar slash bartender, and his order comes up, and he starts, you know, cursing, carrying on. He's like, oh, you know, I want what I paid for. F this, F that, you know, F you guys, da, da, da. Screw you too. And it's like, the bartender didn't do anything yet, and you're already cursing him out, and he's the manager, so good luck on that one. It's like, I paid for that food, you know, it's mine, I deserve it. It's like, well, you're being a tool. You're cursing somebody out that doesn't need to be cursed out. You're drunk. Your buddy's underage and he's drinking without a wristband and ID, so there's a law broken there. And then you're being a POS. Yeah, okay. It's called right to refuse service. We don't have to give you anything. We can just pretty much take your money when it comes to that kind of thing. It's like, I mean, is it right? Probably not. But is it ethical? No. But the thing is, you're being a piece of crap. And the next step is throw the money at you. I mean, that's be about it. But he ends up with his food, because the manager's sitting there, grabs it. He's like, "Get my food!" and grabs it out of his hands. Like, no, I'm not going to give it to you. Because basically the prior weekend, I guess, something similar happened. And dude was drunk, belligerent, doing pretty much same thing. And drops the food all over pretty much throws it, drops it all over the floor. So we're talking like nachos with cheese all over the floor. So cleanup guy's got to deal with all that. And he was like, oh man, it's the same thing. He's pretty much having flashbacks of the weekend. So he walks the food out to the guy, walks it with him to the exit door, hands it to him. And he's like, just think, next time I don't have to give it to you, so don't come back. He's like, oh, I won't. So he sits there and proceeds to go to his car. It's like, okay, cool, great, you're leaving. Then he sits there and he starts walking towards where the other drunk buddy is, somewhere on the property. He's got his food and he's got a lit cigarette. I'm like, no, you're getting in the car, you're going to go pick him up, and you're going to get the hell out of here. So he starts arguing with me, starts cursing me out, starts calling me names, ticks me off a little bit more. I'm like, oh man, I want to hurt you so bad. And I don't. And his buddy finally comes around the thing, he's talking more, and so I basically rush the car, and he's literally grabbing his buddy and dragging him in, and sitting there, he shuts up because now I'm within arm's length of him. I'm like, I so wanted to hurt him, but I didn't. So it's one of those things. I'm not proud of rushing the car and doing that kind of thing, but he set me off by yelling at the manager, treating him like garbage, and then trying to do the same thing outside. It's like, no, I'm done with you. So, and then Sunday, we got a crazy lady. It's been coming around lately. She's been around before, and what's going on over here? Lava blockage. I'm like, what? But so she's fairly harmless, but she yells at herself and talks to herself, kind of thing. Like imaginary people kind of thing. I think, I remember last week I was talking about her, and yeah, over the past weekend, she pretty much got kicked out. I guess she was in front of the jukebox, yelling and screaming about some guy, some girl, or something like that. And then she come back on Sunday. She's like, oh, I lost my keys. They took my keys. When my bag was at the bar, they took my keys. Like, I don't know who they are, but we don't have your keys. And she's like, well, Larry, was going to tell my dad to tell me that my keys are here. And it's like, okay, I'll let Larry know. There's no Larry that works there. I'm like, okay. It's like, the reason why I was making a fit in front of the jukebox is because the guy was trying to kill the girl. I don't want to be part of the murder. And it's like, I don't want to be accessory. It's like, okay, there's nobody getting murdered at the pool hall. It's like, okay. And then she's sitting there talking about, it's like, oh, I need my keys because people are always in my apartment. They're coming and going all the time. It's like, well, if you have your keys, and people are still coming and going with your keys, well, and they don't have your keys, but that means they're in your head. It's like, I live alone, but people are always in my apartment. It's like, yep, you is a crazy one. So, it's like, whatever. It's like, she left. It's great. Her perfume was ode to, like, old Avon, and back of my throat was burning because of it. Nostrils were burning because of it. It was just so thick and pungent. I'm like, nope. Next time the other guard's getting to deal with her, not me. He can tell her to leave. But got her to leave, like, without any incident, anything like that, so. And then, let's see what else. Really? That was quick. And then, Monday, 2 guys, they get the table. Not a big deal. So, they're, playing pool. They come up to pay. We got, cheap night. So, their total is like $2.50. And it's like, okay. They sit there and the guy's like, well, we don't have any money. It's like, basically hands the lady taking the money for the pool time a credit card. Hands her a credit card with some lady's name on it. And I'm already thinking, well, stolen credit card. Because she's like, oh, it's my girlfriend's credit card. It's like, I can just punch in the PIN number and, it'll take out cash. It'll pay for that. It's like, we don't do that, though. What do you mean you don't do that? Our system doesn't, there's no, can't enter a PIN for our system. And 2, she's not here, so we're not taking it. Well, no, you have to. She gave it to me, and she said I could use it, and anybody can do that. And yeah, that's where your credit card fraud comes in. And you say, Billy Bob gave me his credit card to pay for such and such, and then, he comes back and everything that you bought for Billy Bob has been, canceled. And now you have free stolen goods. Yeah. So, this guy, he sits there and he goes to the ATM. He's like, this is outrageous. Goes to the ATM. Fumbles around. I'm like, he's not pulling anything out. He's like, it's going to charge me $3, screw this. It's like, dude, I'll just buy you a new ID, because his buddy's ID was on the table. And he's like, I'll just buy you a new ID. So $35 ID for instead of $2.50. It's like, okay. And then I'm just waiting for him to come back. I told the cashier to make a photocopy in the office real quick of his ID in case something went down, came back, kind of thing. Because I figured they were going to go to 7-Eleven, get some cash back that way, since he didn't want to use the ATM. It's like, I'm guessing the 45 cents that, 7-Eleven is going to charge him is too much too. So it's like, yeah, you guys stolen credit card, because I'm betting it. That's exactly what it is. Oh, it's my girlfriend. Well, Billy Sue, Bobby Sue, you stole her credit card in whatever supermarket or out of her pocket or whatever, or found it on the ground. You're like, oh yeah, I could use this. Okay, it was either reported stolen or it's been, going to be reported stolen. It's like, because otherwise the manager's like, yeah, it's even like if I took my mom's card, and tried buying something, and then they ID'd me and they was like, oh, it's my mom's card, I swear. It's like, more than likely the store's not going to let you do it. they do, well then they're just greedy and don't care when something like that bites them in the butt. So, but yep, new Panda update is almost, well, it's come to fruition. 1.4, which we get a little bit of it, and there's a lot more to it, I guess. There's like blast furnaces and some other things. I'm like, So I'm curious about those blocks, because there's like another furnace and like a couple other like weird blocks that are different. So, because otherwise you got the loom, which is for banners, so, which is pretty cool. Instead of having to look up or figure out what all the different banner recipes are, it shows you, and you can just put them in there and do it. So, okay, I was like, what? Because I'm pretty much kind of cutting off here, but yeah, I can't wait to see what a lot of those other blocks do. I guess they got the textures for them in, but not the functionality for them in yet. So curious if the blast furnace is gonna like be, you know, smelt more blocks for less fuel, or it's gonna smelt more for more fuel. I don't know. I'm sure it's something like that, or it becomes more fuel efficient. Or there'll be certain blocks that you can only use blast furnace on. So, and then they got all the different half slabs and stuff, but they got the new graphics, the new texture pack, which I'm not a fan of. Which supposedly the option for it was left out of the snapshot. You know, to be able to switch back and forth between the old and the new. I don't like it. And if push comes to shove, I will make my own texture pack. And if I do that, the one thing, granite slabs will be changed for sure to something out of one of the old modded series, where it was a red cobble brick or red cobblestone or something like that, and turned into red smooth stone. So I'd use that because it's similar in color but better quality. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for today, guys. Hope you liked it. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully we'll be back for another. So until next time, guys, leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. You guys be safe out there, and I'll see you in the next one. Maybe. No, I'll be here. Bye, guys.